This week on Scam School, you make a card vanish and appear in an impossible freaking location. This episode of Scam School brought to you by Adidas Originals. Celebrate originality. Welcome to the show that can quit any time it wants. Doesn't have a problem. You have a problem. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this week, a complete impossibility. You make a card totally vanish and appear inside your freaking shoe. All right. Hey, I'm Brian. What's your name?
Eric.
Eric?
Steve.
Steve?
I'm Alan.
Alan? How do you guys feel about card tricks?
Love them. Good.
Really? Yeah. That's the first time anyone's ever said that. I adore card tricks. They're magical. This one really isn't, I mean, it uses cards, but it's more about perception. And the first thing I'm going to do is, if I were to spread the cards like this, I might be accused of trying to make you take one card. So I figure kind of a more fair way to pick a card would be if I just ran through it and you just said stop, and then whatever card I was on, I showed you guys. So, just run along like stop, like that, right, like that. It makes sense? All right, who wants to be the official? Because I don't want 3 people yelling stop. Who's going to be the official stop shouter?
I'll stop you.
Okay, and it was Steve, right?
Yeah, Steve.
Okay, Steve. All right, here we go. Say go. Wait, I told you to say go. Right. Say
okay,
stop, whatever.
Stop.
There we go, right there. Right? Can you guys remember? And I'm going to show all 3 of you guys to remember, right? Now, this is, as I said, it's a game of psychological manipulation here. I'm going to try to mix these up as best I can. And all I need to know, I don't know if I did it right or not. I tell you what, let's see if this worked. What card did you guys see?
Jack.
A jack.
Of hearts.
A jack of hearts. Okay, good. Yeah, there are 2 parts to all that. It was red.
Aren't you supposed to tell us what card we saw?
No,
somebody was smiling.
No, but first of all, it had a face.
Yeah.
First of all, you really did see the jack of hearts.
Jack of hearts. Yeah.
Shut up. I mean, you really, you would pinky swear that's the card you saw.
Yeah. Can I pinky swear?
No, yeah, pinky swear. Oh yeah, it was the jack of hearts because I mean that's you could not have seen the jack of hearts.
Saw the jack of hearts.
No, you did not. I mean, I act like I'm about to beat you up over it. No, but before the trick even began, I actually I took it out of the deck. I made sure to remove it. I mean, here, you just tell me if you see it anywhere in there. Maybe you saw. Maybe did you see the jack of diamonds and think you saw the jack of hearts?
Jack of hearts.
In fact,
No.
it's nowhere in there. And the reason I know this is because before anything began, to put it nowhere, my hands have been up here the entire time. There's no way I snuck it out and moved it away because before anything began, I put 1 card in my shoe.
Alan, you can grab the card for sure.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's.
Show the camera. You gotta show the camera. Aha! So did you like that?
That's pretty freaking amazing.
You guys are all dumbfounded. They're like, screw you, Brushwood. All right, we're gonna find out how this one's done. But first, we gotta thank the people who made this possible at Adidas.
Oh, Adidas.
Yeah, Adidas. At Adidas. I'll never guess. All right, guys, this is a killer trick, and the method is even better. But first, we have to thank our sponsors. Adidas Originals is celebrating 60 years of Soles and Stripes, and they encourage everyone to celebrate originality, whether it's art, music, science, you name it. Do whatever inspires you. Head on over to adidas.com/originals and check out their shoes and apparel. Now, to pull this one off, you'll need a little bit of skill, but a whole lot more trickery. Who feels like they know how it's done?
No clue.
Like, the way I describe it is when somebody totally floors me, I'm like, that trick hurt my feelings. That's what I always say. So you're saying the trick hurt your feelings?
I was insisting that I was going to beat you tonight. And it's not happening now, and I'm very upset about it.
Yeah, you can't beat the dealer, especially in his own casino. So here's the work. This is actually not the same Jack of Hearts that you saw. And you did see a Jack of Hearts. But the question is, how did I make you see the Jack of Hearts, and where did it go? And the answer is available at any Office Depot, office supply store. I just put a little bit of double stick tape on the bottom of that Jack of Hearts. Now that's part of the reason I used a face card, is because you have a busy design on the top and the bottom. You can't hardly see it. You might catch the reflection on there, which is why it works great in a dark bar. Just be aware of that. If you're out in sunlight, people might notice. But you can compensate for that by making sure to just move it like, hey, see it, see it, see it, see it, see it, see it, see it. Everything's good. All you have to do to get ready is you put the Jack of Hearts on the bottom, and you put the other Jack of Hearts in your shoe. All right? Now with the card on the bottom, now the thing is that double stick tape is gonna stick to stuff. So what I do to make sure that it doesn't stick to the table or anything is I set it on the pack of cards there. Just make sure that it's on the bottom. And when I pick it up, I do something a little bit sneaky. What I do is I lift up a bunch of cards and I start pulling cards off the top like this. And because I'm pulling cards just off the top, the card that's on the bottom is staying the same, right? So, and to demonstrate it to you, but I want to reinforce the idea that this is a random choice. So what I do is I pick up just a random amount of cards and I start pulling it off and I say, for example, we'll go along until you say stop and that'll be your card. And I do the same thing again, and picking up another random amount of cards, I go along until you say stop and that'll be your card. And then the third time, I make sure to use the whole deck because at the bottom of the deck is
Jack of Hearts.
Jack of Hearts. And so I just go along and they say stop. And I say, there you go, that's your card. Give them long enough to recognize it. And then when I set it down, what happens?
You know exactly what the card is.
I know what the card is, and more importantly, where
It's stuck to the bottom of the card there, so it
of
never
the card
shows
next
up.
to it. So when you go through, you're able to go through the entire deck, and there will be no Jack of Hearts, right? Now what I do is I go through it once by hand. I do it again, spreading them all the way out so people don't think, and I actually kind of go along to spread. And right about the moment when people want to actually get really hands-on with the cards, that's when I let them off the hook and say where the card is. Now understand, you could do this trick as I made your card vanish and now it appeared in my shoe, but nobody's gonna believe that. Nobody's gonna believe that for a second because nobody believes that teleportation is for real. But if you say, oh no, you only thought you saw that card, you couldn't have because it's not in the deck, that's the mind game, and that makes for a more interesting trick, right? So, you know the rules. Who wants to actually try pulling this one off?
I'll give it a shot.
All right, here. Put this in your shoe.
Oh,
this is,
wow.
Can you transmit foot diseases?
Put it in my pocket? 'Cause I might melt the card with my shoe.
Put it in their pocket. And I want you to hold these cards and just watch the way I'm doing it. What I do is I hold on the sides with my right hand.
Your right hand.
There you go. Are you right or left-handed?
I am right-handed.
Okay, so grab your right-handed. There we go. From above. And then my left hand just pulls the cards off the top. And notice I'm coming in from underneath, so I'm able to just drop them down. Here, I'll do it backwards here. You're like this.
Right.
This hand comes in underhand. You're grabbing cards from the top.
From the top, right.
From the top, drop them. From the top, drop them. From the top, drop them. From the top, drop them.
Okay.
And then there's your card. Right? All right. So I'm going to be, this is my favorite part, because this is where I get to start drinking, and I get to be the annoying douche. All right, musician, show me.
All right, so I'm going to do a card trick, but I'm not going to fan them out because I'm not going to force you to take which card you want.
Okay.
I'm actually going to let you tell me when you want to take a card.
Okay.
So I will pick up cards.
Yep.
And I will just take them and shuffle them, and when you say stop,
All right,
I'll
stop.
tell you.
Yep. Okay, got it.
All right?
Yep.
And so, like I said, you just tell me when to stop, and then
Stop.
boom,
Stop.
there's
Yep.
your card.
Okay,
right?
got it.
So now we'll do it.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
I'm going to pick a card.
Okay. Now all of a sudden I can't remember how to do this.
Stop.
And there's your card.
All right, got it.
All right.
Got it.
So now we take the card. Remember what it was?
Yes, I do.
Okay. See, your card. What was your card?
It was the Jack of Hearts.
Well, that's not possible. It can't be the Jack of Hearts.
Shut up. It is possible.
No, it's not possible.
No, it's totally possible. I saw
Are
it
you
with
sure?
my eyes.
I don't think you did. I think you're mistaken.
How can this be, sir?
Well, I'll tell you, because beforehand, I took the Jack of Hearts out.
What?
There is no Jack of Hearts in this deck.
That's
as
not
you can
possible.
see.
I
As
saw
I'm
the
going
Jack of
through,
Hearts.
When you see the Jack of Hearts, you tell me.
Nope.
No, see, that's the jack. Did you see the jack of
Yeah, that
diamonds?
was the Jack of Diamonds.
Did you see the jack?
No,
you
I saw the Jack of Hearts.
You
I saw
sure?
the Jack of
'Cause the
Hearts.
Jack of Hearts isn't in
I'm not
here.
ready to throw
All
this
right.
beer in your face.
I'll show you right now. I'll set them down right here. We'll rifle through them all.
Dude, they're not.
See, they're not in there, right? You know why I know that's not in here?
Why?
Because earlier, I took the Jack of Hearts and I put it right there.
Zing! Well done. Very good.
I think you need to buy me a beer.
That's yeah. Thank you guys very much. That was awesome work. Good job. Couple things to remember when you're pulling off this gag. First of all, practice, practice, practice. That's a funky shuffle that you're going to be pulling off, and you want to make sure you have it down before you start pulling it on your friends. Second of all, think about how you want to frame the routine. I like the idea of not so much making a card disappear and appear inside your shoe, but to convince them that the card was never there to begin with. That kind of psychological mind screw really makes for an interesting routine, I think. By the way, if you have any questions about this routine, go ahead and write me directly at brian@revision3.com. And if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, join us at the boards at revision3.com/scam school. Next week, got a special episode. We're going to learn how to make some homebrew explosives using old 9-volt batteries. But until then, I'm going to head back to the bar.